Good morning, students. In this lesson, we are going to see the continuation of chemical kinetics. Okay, Unit 7, chemical kinetics, submolecularity. What we have learned in the previous video, we can give the small recapitulation. The first, define the rate and order of the reaction. Then, derive the integrated rate equation for zero and first order reactions. These two things we are learned from the yesterday classes. Okay, then just I can give that small introduction about this one. Define the rate of the reaction or an order of the reaction. Rate is nothing but how the reaction taking for how much speed the reaction going to complete. This is called a rate. Order of the reaction is nothing but that is depends upon the concentration of reactant or product. So these two things we have learned from the yesterday video. Then the integrated rate equation. The integrated means how the reaction is going to occur in step by steps. The integrated meaning is the step by step reaction sequence is identified whether the final result is say that is a zero order or first order. Zero order is nothing but the reaction is containing a unimolecular reaction. Unimolecular reaction is nothing but only one reactant and give a product. The first order is nothing but the reaction is converted, the one reactant is converted and give a two products. Like that we can identify for the derived integrated equation. Then this for test for the last video. Then today lesson we are going to see that learning objectives. The first, derive the integrated rate equation for zero and first order reaction. The first video continuation, and occur afterwards describe the off-life period. Okay, the off-life period and then derive the first and second order equations and then molecularity. In this video we are going to see the three. First, the molecularity and integrated equations for zero and first order reaction, and the small introduction for the off-life period. Then molecularity. This is very important for the kinetic studies. Molecularity is very much essential for the kinetic studies because the molecularity is a reasonable reaction mechanism. Reasonable reaction mechanism means nothing but the stepwise. Suppose you take a 10 kilo of reactant, you get a 7 kilo of product. Okay, 7 kg of product reactant and 7 kg of product. What is the things happening? Why the 3 kgs is reduced? This kind of molecules is reducing. We are identifying these types of molecularity calculations. Okay, then this is measurement of rate of reaction, but this is a reasonable reaction mechanism. Each and every single steps in the reaction mechanism is called elementary molecular reaction. Elementary molecular reaction. Elementary step is nothing but a first step. The reaction going to put forth a first step. Suppose first we are having a 10 kg of reactant. How 1 kg will be reduced from the 10 kg? How what is the time it took for reducing a 1 kg from 10 kg? That we can calculate it from the molecularity calculation. The exact definition is the total number of reactant species that are involved in elementary step is called molecularity. So with having a 10 kg of the reactant, but the elementary step is going to give only 1 kg is first proposing the reaction mechanism. That is called, that 1 kg is called a elementary step. That 1 kg is called a elementary step. The total system is called as a molecularity. Then an elementary steps is characterized its molecularity. So 10 kg to 1 kg. Then again the 2 kg. The 1 kg plus 1 kg. 1 kg plus 1 kg. Like that, the elementary step will be gaining the molecules from the reactant. That sequential is said to be a characterized molecularity. The unimolecular species is very good example for the molecularity calculation. Now I'm going to explain one example, hydrogen peroxide decomposition. Hydrogen peroxide decomposition in catalyst in presence of iodide. In catalyst in presence of iodide. But actually this reaction experimentally founded for a founded reaction, and this reaction is a first order kinetics reaction. First order kinetic reaction. You can understand first order kinetics is reaction is nothing but a chemical reaction in which the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reacting molecule. So the concentration, the rate of the reaction is fully depends upon the reactant molecules first. This is called a rate of the reaction is first order kinetics. How the hydrogen peroxide is decomposed in presence of high, see H2O2, two molecules of H2O2 in aqueous medium in presence of iodide catalyst, we get here 2 moles of water and 1 molecule of oxygen gas. I can explain that step by step. See, the first step H2O2 in aqueous medium, I add a little bit iodide catalyst. What occur? The iodide, that 1 moles of reduced to 1 mole of water molecule and water iodide combination in aqueous medium. This water and iodide minus is going to attack with that another mole of hydrogen peroxide, that is but H2O2. It gives H2O liquid plus I2 in aqueous medium, then O2 as a gas liberation. O2 as a gas liberation. This is a overall reaction. See the overall reaction. 2H2O2 gives a 2H2O plus O2 gas. The step 1 is only one hydrogen peroxide molecule is taking part of the reaction in presence of iodide catalyst. We get a oxygen iodide aqueous medium. This oxygen iodide aqueous medium going to attack with that hydrogen peroxide again, that is give a another water molecule, then the catalyst can be regenerated, then the oxygen can liberated. So the first step is said to be a rate determining step, because the first step is very slow step. The slow step is called a rate determining step. See, I am mentioning here the step 1 is a rate determining step. Wherever you can take a reaction, the slow step is helpful to find out the rate determining. You take a, while we are walking through a highways from one end to another end, at a 10 minutes you can reach a half kilometer, but you can take a bike from same point to same point, within 3 minutes you can reach it. How, which one is favorable for identification time? First one. So the rate determining step is called a slow step. While we are walking very slowly, that is very helpful to find out the reaction rate. But we are going to bike is very fast, we can't able to find out the time, but find out the time, but not exactly. Okay, that type of things happening here. The rate of the reaction is fully depends upon the reactant concentration, and then first step is slow step, and then first step is called a rate determining step. Okay, the overall reaction is a bimolecular reaction. Overall reaction is called a bimolecular reaction. Why I am saying a bimolecular means two-step mechanism is proposed. Two-step mechanism is proposed. See, your first step is a slow step, the second step is a fast step. I said on earlier the unimolecular reaction. The unimolecular reaction is nothing but we can't able to find out this intermediate. This intermediate. So the first step is very fast and second step is slow. In unimolecular reaction, the first step is very fast, second step is very slow. So the rate determining point of unimolecular reaction is first step, but that's bimolecular reaction, the rate determining step is step 1. Okay. Then integrated rate equation. Why we want to integrate the rate equation means the integration is helpful to find out the rate and order of the reaction. Rate and order of the reaction. Rate is nothing but speed. Order is nothing but depends upon the concentration of the reactant. A rate of change of concentration of the reactant is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. Okay. So this is fully depends upon the concentration of reaction. I can give one example. See, R is a rate constant, A is a concentration of reactant. Is alpha. The rate is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. I give that one example. See, this is a reactant and gives a product. I am applying a rate law. Rate is equal to, I mentioned earlier, R directly proportional to A. See, this is a reactant. R is directly proportional to A. What happening here? I can add a rate constant. I can add a rate constant instead of replacing the indirect proportionality constant. Wherever we can remove the proportionality constant, we can remove one constant for substituting the balance of the equation. So only I am removing the alpha and added a k. Here k is a rate constant and A is a concentration of reactant. X is a order of the reaction. So X is a order of the reaction. This is for simple example. Why I am mentioning minus D within square bracket of A at different time means the reactant get reduced at a certain times. We get a product. What happening? The higher concentrate 10 kg to 10 kg is gradually reducing. This minus is indicate the gradual reduction concentration of the reactant. Okay. Why I am putting a dt means at a different times. Okay. Where k is a rate constant. Now I am going to explain the integrated rate law for a first order reaction. So first order reaction is nothing but a chemical reaction in which rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reacting molecule. So the rate of the reaction is depends upon fully the rate of the concentration of the reactant. I take one example. A gives a product. Okay. The rate law, how can I explain? Rate directly proportional to concentration of K. Okay. But why I can add it means I can skip that one step because the rate is directly proportional to A. I removing a proportionality. I can add a proportionality constant here. K in square bracket A. Why I am mentioning here means only one reactant is there. So the reactant order is first order kinetics, where K is a first order rate constant. So why I already explained why I am mentioning minus here. D is a different concentration of A at different time is equal to K A power 1 minus dA by A is equal to K dt. I simple replacement here. Simply replace instead of this dt coming here, this A to come here. So the integrate the above equation between the limit of time t0 and to. Okay. The concentration as initial stage is A0, final stage is A. I am integrating the equation, the above equation A. I am substituting the limit, the initial concentration A0, final concentration A, dA by A, the time. The K is not adding a proportionality constant because the constant should not coming under the limit. I can apply the dt. Okay. What happening? The finally the differential, the integration get cancelled. The differential integration get cancelled. I can applying a ln A. I can applying the limits. Then finally, I can substituting the limit from the within the bracket. So minus ln A plus A0 is equal to K0 by K. K0 is a 0 and KT is 1. So I can whenever is the K0 values, I can add a K, KT. Then limit A0 by A is equal to KT. Then see what happening that K is equal to 0 means K is equal, T is equal to 0. So applying a T minus 0, then I can applying the proportionality constant K is equal to, I removing a ln, I can add a 2.303. Wherever we can remove the log, we can add a log 2.303. Log 2.303 divided by C, A0 by A. Then equation 2 is set to, so, okay student, I can give that small introduction about this one. I can explain in the next video for the clear mechanism. Okay, these are the some of the example for the first order kinetics reactions. This is the graph. The time is depends upon the concentration. While where time concentration is high, the time will be 0. While where concentration is low, the time will be at a certain limit. So the concentration of reactant is directly proportional to that time. The pseudo first order reaction. The pseudo first order reaction is nothing but was a very helpful to find out the reaction mechanism. The kinetic study of higher order reaction is difficult to follow. For example, in a study of second order reaction involving two different reactants, suppose you have your, I shown one example. See, we are having a ester and water. In this complex, we can take a one is maximum, one is minimum. Like that, one is maximum, one is minimum. We are taking a reactant that is coming under the pseudo first order reaction. See, we are taking one reactant is large excess and such reaction is called a pseudo first order reaction. I can take whether water molecule is maximum instead of ester. Otherwise, I can take a ester instead of water. Like that, I taken only one reactant can excess quantity or larger quantity that is coming under the pseudo first order reaction. Okay. I can explain the first order reaction by taking only one reactant is large excess. So whether they may be this, that otherwise this. Okay. Let us consider the acid hydrolysis of an ester. So in presence of acidic medium, the acid hydrolysis is take place, but here the very minimum quantity ester, the larger quantity of water. If the reaction is carried out with excess of water, there is no significant change in the concentration of water during the hydrolysis. So, we can take a 10 kg of the reaction, water molecule of the initial stage. Finally, we can get a reaction also 10 kg of water. So, no change of the concentration is the what we can take in a larger quantity. That type of reaction is called a pseudo first order reactions. We can simply denote K is equal to H2O in K dash. The pseudo first order reaction is simply represented as a K dash. Therefore, the above equation rate equation becomes pseudo first order reaction. Okay. See, this is a little example definition for the rate integrated rate of first we can see the first order reaction. Now we are going to see the zero order reaction. See, the reaction which the rate depends upon the concentration of reactant over wide range. The concentration is called a zero order reaction. Okay. So zero order reaction, I said earlier, fully this all the reaction is coming under the depends upon the concentration of the reactant only. Some expert cases is there, that is depends upon the product concentration also. Okay. Then hypothetical zero order reaction, A gives a product. Okay, see the time and concentration in molar. Time is 0. The molecule is 0. Product molecule. With the time increasing, the product concentration also increasing in gradually. So quick recap of these slides. Molecularity, then pseudo first order reaction, integrated equation. Thank you students.